Welcome to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. Join us in our campaign and shenanigans as we explore the subterranean labyrinths, plunder hordes of treasure, battle legendary monsters. This podcast will be following our gaming group and the adventures of these characters, as well as a few guests from time to time. Join us as we start a new campaign and our journey to experience the best, and maybe the worst, in the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok Story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and rpgpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
The real sheet.
Okay.
So the real sheet.
Maybe get an actual picture so we can send this to the Polyhero Dice folks.
I like that we do this thing that is actually a very Turkish language thing, where to emphasize how important something is, we just repeat the word twice.
Mm-hmm.
Like really, really good?
Yeah. No, like sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Like the sheet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's a thing that happens in some languages.
Camera inception.
It's madness! Woo! Inception of a gaming variety.
So for those who haven't gone to the Patreon site, patreon.com/cppn, to listen to our session 0 of what the concept is of the game, why don't you two ladies throw out what the concept of the group is?
We are a vengeance carnival.
Yes. A few years ago, we were part, or at least our loved ones were part of the Broken Circus. And that circus traveled around until it came to a town, and then only some of them made it back. We don't know exactly what happened, but we fear the worst. They were taken in the night.
We know from the messenger, the only survivor, the only one who escaped this dire circumstance, that they were performing for some aristocrats.
That we believe. We don't know. We still have to investigate.
We're pretty
We don't know for
certain.
sure.
We're
He was
pretty
mad.
positive.
He was mad by the time he returned to our home base. Now, we have regained and we are come of age, and we will see if we can get vengeance on those who hurt our loved ones. But since we are just bits and pieces, no longer a full troupe of the Broken Briar Circus, we have now dubbed ourselves Circus Chimera.
And some of us are fairly certain that we need to kill every aristocrat we meet.
Yes, because we feel strongly that those are the culprits behind the abductions.
Yes.
Right bloody bastards they are.
Yeah,
Yes.
no. They're
Always treating us like filth. They want us to entertain them, yet they treat us so terribly that they accuse us of the most terrible crimes, yet we entertain them. It's like, but then they just treat us like non-entities.
They treat us like we aren't even people.
Like we are dirt under their boots. Well,
And most of them are humans, too.
yeah. So we, sturdy band of young adventurers from a
Talented.
diverse background, yes, very talented, are taking up the mantle of those who, bore us and trained us and fostered us, so that we can try and hopefully rescue some of them. Who knows? Perhaps they're still alive.
We don't know.
If not, to take
Vengeance.
vengeance in their name. So we will be making our way towards where the abductions occurred, which is
good.
the City of Light.
My angry shirt is on the picture.
The City of Light, which in D&D terms is basically medieval Paris. Paris.
Yes.
So, that is in a nutshell. We will be journeying. We won't be there. We will be journeying to there.
And
Because we're lowly level ones
we're helping those in need.
along the way.
That's right. Like the Robin Hoods of the circus world.
Yes, and bringing entertainment and fun while we're at it.
While robbing and revenging ourselves on the rich.
Don't tell them that we're going to be robbing them blind. Especially the rogue here does not wish that to be brought to their
Oh, I'm
attention.
sorry.
Oh, don't worry. I'll give you plenty of distraction.
So,
Yes.
And I'm going to tank in the wing.
okay, well then why don't we start with the introductions with our noble tank?
Yes.
So, name, rank, and serial number. No.
I am the tank. I am Violet. I am half orc.
Violent, Violet.
Violet the Violent.
Yes, I am the strong woman. I'm also the bearded lady. I like to wear pretty fluffy pink dresses and carry a handbag that I carry my barbells in, which I will use as a flail if I need to.
It's good. All
And
right.
That's basically it.
Oh, yes. So I am the Radiant Redella, Ray to my friends. I am a half-elf bard, and, of course, I will be, singing and seeking vengeance at the same time.
And I'll be playing Melvin the Stage Maester, master of everything that is either real or unreal that you can see or hear. Of course, I am helping also with getaways and stray distractions that might or might not befall the guards. Hapless halfwits. Anyway.
Plus light shows.
Yes, plus light shows. I love light shows. Anyway, yes. So, Gnomish
He's
Wizard,
a
of
mean
course.
hand with a needle.
With, yes,
Needle
yes.
and thread.
And believe it or not, so are my servants. So,
You're a gnomish wizard.
yes.
All right.
And then there's Blaine. Blaine's very Irish, and I'm not very good at that sort of accent.
Sorry,
He's-
we'll do it for you.
He's a
We'll do a little
half-orc.
Irish.
He's a half-orc cleric. He loves to stick it to the man. He almost cannot resist a good con.
Aha! And our half-orc cleric is normally played by Cody,
Mhm.
who is not here.
And he'll be maybe
You
here a
practiced
little
that.
later.
That was good
That
unison.
was magic.
Well, I'm good at picking her up, yes.
Ba-dum-bum.
And I am playing Mistral, aka Mademoiselle Zangerous. I am the tightrope walker, the dagger juggler, the rogue, the cutpurse, who's always in for a game of chance. If it can win me money, I'm very interested.
Woohoo!
And I'm Jim, the GM. So, by the way, Evie, since you're on camera, I got a little red chip here to put your mini on so you can tell the difference between yours and others on the map. Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay. I'm looking in the mini map to make sure you can see it on the map.
Awesome.
Through the magic of Skype, we have our lovely friend Evie joining us from California,
From far off Los Angeles.
Far, far away.
Burbankia.
Yeah, that's right.
Past the land of Jacumba.
Yes!
The banks of Burr.
The banks of Burr. Far past Jacumba.
Okay.
Several hours past Jacumba.
All right, Jim the GM, which was like
I
a
dropped one of my dice. And I
very short introduction for the most important member of the team.
No, the least important of them all.
Now, the most important.
No,
Please.
the least important of them all.
There is no game without the GM.
Sure there is.
No, there's just
No,
another
No, there's
GM.
not.
So if you don't have a GM, you have to get a GM. Right. There's no game without the GM.
Was that a giggle or a sneeze? Or dropping of dice?
Dropping of dice.
dropping of dice. Found them.
Yay!
Yay!
And all is good in the universe.
Woohoo!
And there was much rejoicing.
Woohoo!
So if anyone wants, we do have a dry erase board.
Ooh. Nice.
If anyone wants to play around with that.
I have a dry erase marker.
Look at us. So high tech.
Yeah, we're just spiffy.
We're so high tech that we have Skype and podcasting and cell phones. It's like magic up in this joint.
It's like way too much stuff.
Yeah.
It's epic.
Why? Because we're geeks.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And geeks like their toys.
Well, there's something to say about toys.
Lots of things.
Yeah.
Something playing forever.
And exploding pencils.
Exploding pencils.
That'll put the lid back in your pencil.
Yes.
Jim, you should be having one-track mind this evening.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's not a just this evening experience.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm innocent.
I believe that as far as I can throw you. And yes, I've got 3 inches on me at least.
Alright, now all the pencils are working.
Okay. Does anyone need any writing implements, by the way?
Nope, I'm good.
All right,
I'm
cool.
good. I'm ready.
So, our dear Circus Chimera.
Yes.
You will be the vanguard that's heading towards the City of Light. So, what is the plan for the rest of the circus to follow you guys?
They're training? Or they're support staff?
Okay.
I'm sure we have a bunch of nameless
Oh, yeah.
NPCs who are pitching tents and running games and,
Although I'm sure we will have
Or you can pick
the
some up along the way.
occasional
Yes.
guest performer. If we
Yes.
have people join us, we can have guest performers.
Right?
True that.
Yes, Glenn.
Glenn.
Let
I
us.
mean, Glenn loves us.
You missed that conversation about Glenn and D&D.
Glenn loves us, but not necessarily the D&D.
One of these days I'll have to come up and ask him about that.
I know.
Should I reserve 2 hours or 3?
Y'all can read the conversation on his Facebook page.
He just needs to play with the right group, that's all. We'll leave it at that. Are you stealing my fireballs?
I want to do something with them.
You want to do something with my fireballs?
Yes.
She's gonna make a pretty diagram picture thing.
Yeah. Oh, she's going for the complete wheel.
Exactly.
Okay, so you all have received, at your hideout in the Broken Briar Abbey,
Yes.
that the pass is now, the frost has broken, the pass is dry enough that you guys can leave, your nice, safe place where you've been, getting your resources back and
Training.
training to kill, because it sounds like some of you are definitely a little more militant than
Dice
others.
flower.
Henceforth, aww.
Oh, Vicky.
Hey, I am chaotic neutral.
Yes.
I have my ends, and
Yes.
I will get them.
I'm chaotic neutral as well.
I've learned with this group never to roll up a good character.
That's a good point. Sweetie, can you hand me that at
Well,
the
no,
end?
chaotic good can be helpful.
I am chaotic
Which
good.
is where
Yeah.
Melvin
You can
is.
keep the napkins.
So the last time I rolled up chaotic good, y'all were like, "Let's murder everyone." I'm like, "But they're perfectly. Why are we murdering innocent people?" And you're like, "Get her out of the room." I'm like, "Oh man, they're gonna murder the people. Have to get me out of the room."
Sister Solis is chaotic good.
Yeah,
I like
That's
the murder.
good.
I like the murder if that makes you feel better.
I mean,
AKA
no.
murdering
Yeah.
hobos.
Yeah, the murdering.
Well, I
hobos.
like murdering, not murdering hobos.
So anyway, I've learned that chaotic neutral is a little easier to roll up.
It's got a little more leeway.
Yes. Otherwise, I'm a bit of a goody two shoes for the gang.
And Evie, since you are new, have you looked at your character sheet?
Yes, I have.
Okay. When we roll initiative, this is your initiative.
Oh.
Okay, wait a minute. Yeah. The +1 is mine. Yes.
When I ask if something will hit you and I say a
Dexterity
number,
modifier.
this
Right.
is your armor class. That's the number that you'll need to know. So if I say, will a 15 hit you? You look at your armor class.
15 hit me? Yes, because I'm only 13.
Yes. You may want to pick up like a wagon wheel or door and use it as a shield.
Yeah, because you're our tank, and your bard has the same amount of armor class as you do.
But on the plus side, she's a mountain of muscle. So your speed is this number here, which is 30.
Okay.
The little number here is what you would add to anything. So, like, say do a save. You would roll a d20 and add the number that's in the side there.
Okay.
And when you attack, you're going to roll a d20 plus this number in the middle, which is fairly consistent for all of them. And then if it hits, you roll this dice and add the modifier to it for damage.
Okay, we'll just do that as we do it.
Yeah.
We'll step you through.
And here are your merits and flaws. If you play to that and I don't notice, let me know, because you will earn GM inspiration. Which is good, because when you make a dice roll, you get to roll 2d20 and keep the higher of the two.
Unless it's bad.
Unless, it's really bad, and then you could use that to, like, neutralize the bad bits. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Okay, that's the basics.
Pretty much, you want to get between danger and your friends.
Yes.
Keep that page handy.
Yep. I figured that's why it works for me to have a copy, too.
Uh-huh.
As I shuffle it to the edge of the table here.
Woohoo. Did you want to pull the comfortable chair closer to the table?
No, I'm not that brave right now. I'll just sit at the edge of it.
We are scary people.
You are very scary people.
Look, we have a mission.
Mm-hmm.
A mission of vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So pretty much, I
But
think...
remember, we have to be subtle.
Right.
And we don't know 100% for sure who's behind it.
Aristocrats.
So.
Aristocrat.
And remember, it's the charming bard that will convince you all that every aristocrat is the person.
Yes.
So by killing all of them, you're covering your bases.
Down
Better
with them.
safe than sorry, right?
Avec le roi!
And you have no idea how long I've
Vive
tried
la
to cover
revolution!
tracks.
Aren't involved, it's just because they didn't know that time. They'll be involved in something else evil.
We're
This
the
is true.
leading wave of the French Revolution
Yes.
by like a couple hundred years.
Yes.
That's all.
It's D&D world. We can bring the revolution early.
We are.
And opening up the Facebooky Effie real quick.
With more... Oh, Yogi's here!
Yes,
Hey,
Yogi's
Yogi!
here.
Hi, Sissy Poo.
So, right. I'm excited.
So,
Send me a pic when you dye your hair with the new color.
Mm-hmm.
do we know what color she's doing?
It's a black. But it's a different color black. The new color.
Oh, we're gonna mute that because having sound on sound is a little too much.
Yeah, feedback.
Yeah.
Never good.
No. Too much.
We all make a noise. That's the funny thing.
Because this happens. Is there a thing that pops up? I'm like, what?
Just say no. All right.
Okay.
Time to roll some dice.
So, who's, by the way, in charge of this group, by the way? I'm just curious. Out
In
of curiosity.
charge?
Is there any
Well, I would say the stage
We're
meister.
socialists.
He has
Stage
a
manager
meister
would
in
be
his
lost.
name.
Who has the most charisma?
Probably you.
Probably the bard.
I have a charisma 17.
Yeah, you have the best.
14 for the wizard.
You are the ringmaster.
I'm the
I am
ringmaster.
14 as well.
So as far as the world is concerned, I am the apparent person in charge. It's probably more of an anarcho-syndicalist, collective.
Yeah.
No one's actually in charge.
Okay. Unless someone says don't kill the noble. Then they're wrong.
That's correct. That's correct.
They clearly have been possessed by some evil demon.
Well, listen, I've met Lady Dulette Corlin, and I know that she has an interesting employment and work
Program.
I mean, seriously, who employs goblins?
I mean,
Who doesn't?
equal opportunity.
Enslavement.
Hey, she hired Hogar. That's all I'm going to say there.
It was like some volunteer opportunities for those goblins. Just
Hey.
throwing it out there.
A couple of them really liked the job.
They got
That is
great
true.
clothes, regular baths.
Mhm.
Magical rugs that have coins
Splug?
under them.
Splug was not so happy with it.
He came to accept
he
his
found
fate.
he found his place.
And that is exactly the sort of things that these aristocrats will shove down your throat.
That's why we know we need to take them down. All right,
Okay, so we're ready?
Definitely.
we're ready.
All right. Greetings, one and all. The time for travelers and festivals is soon approaching as Palor's equinox approaches. All performers know the time for warmer days and traveling troops near. One must prepare for the travels ahead that lead to the gates of the City of Light. For the greatest of all festivals, the All Fools Festival to celebrate the god of masks and many faces.
Woo!
And that's us.
Our noble troupe of performers, the Circus Chimera, even now prepare to leave their winter retreat and part-time home in the serene village of Troubadour. As the woodsmen have confirmed, the passes are clear from the winter's frost and the roads are dry enough to pass by foot or by wagon.
That's good.
And the whole Troubadour thing, did you get that?
Troubadour.
What are you
Troubadour.
guys?
Troubadour.
Troubadour.
Your
Or
troupe?
Troubadour.
Troubadour.
I did not get that until you pointed out.
Oh, you are so humorous.
So subtle.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys pretty much know that Wintersgrasp, the first town that's passed the little pass called Winter Wolf Pass. It's scarier than it really is.
Yeah.
You know, there's no actual winter wolves that are giant horse-sized wolves that eat you.
That's
Just the cold in winter bites like the wolf.
Oh, yes. No, that's what I've heard.
So you do know that Wintersgrasp is a so pro you guys town. The old noble, he's in charge of the place. Yes, he's human, which some of you may take offense to.
But
And he is noble, but he really likes your troop. For generations, he's welcomed you guys warmly into his bosom.
And
See,
pretty
they are
sure-
not all bad.
They killed a family.
This one did not.
He is the exception, not the rule.
So you guys, as the vanguard, are going to pretty much be heading out ahead of time, and the caravan will catch up to you eventually.
Oh, do we have a tent with us? Like, something to perform in?
Do you?
Yes, we do. We
Yeah.
should.
Okay, I will let you say yes. You pulled your resources,
We should
Thanks
have
to the
a
old group.
tent.
and you have a tent that's been sewn back together many times, and it's got great character.
You know, I try to tell them to paint it every now and then, but sometimes they just wander off.
And thankfully, you have a barbarian that
I
can
have to
pull the
shuffle
little
my
wagon
knives.
that you have it all, stacked in.
We have a wagon.
Yeah, it's one of those little handcart wagons.
That's good.
It'd be nice to have a draft animal to pull it, but you haven't worked just in case.
Oh,
We have
Me, I would pull it because I have to work on my thighs.
And that you're a barbarian with a ridiculous strength of 17.
Thank you, Violet, for pulling the wagon.
Violet never skips leg day. That's awesome.
Wait till we get to camp, Ray. When we get to camp, I will need to use you so I can do some bench presses.
So you guys are heading through the pass. It's a pretty safe area. Who in the group is good at survival?
That would not be me. I am a -1.
A 2. I think Blaine is going to be the best survivalist here.
I think Evie's also is equally as good.
Too.
It's like I
For
say, je
survival.
suis nopre.
I have
Okay.
a
I am not
plus
ready.
or minus 0 to my survival.
Let's have Evie go for it because
Violet,
She is in front. and
Violet
pulling the cart.
is in
Violet.
front,
would you be so kind as to roll a 20-sided die?
and add your survival skill to it.
And add...
Add my survival skill to it.
Yes.
We
I got 17 plus 2, which is 19.
Oh yeah, Violet is
So
basically
small.
a champ when it comes to being the trail leader on this expedition.
Well, she has taken this tour many times.
Yeah, so she's completely at home pulling this wagon, leading the way with you guys. She's doing the wagon hoe thing, Wow, it took a whole
She's
new
a
meaning.
wagon hoe.
It's a whole new meaning.
Pardonnez-moi.
So as you guys are heading up the pass, you're basically getting through the pass area, but it's getting dark, so it's time to camp, even though 2 of your members are like, it's nighttime, let's keep going, because they have, orcish night vision.
Actually, the half-elves also has a night vision. Dark vision.
This is true. I have dark vision. It's true. the better to see the aristocrats
The
win
only-
in the night.
Is he a rock gnome?
He's a rock
gnome?
gnome. He's
So
not a
then
rock
we
gnome.
all have night vision.
I don't know if gnomes
Don't
do.
you
I'll
know?
look mine up.
Yeah, you just.
I'm pretty sure I do.
I thought the rock gnomes had the dark vision.
Oh.
It's just the forest gnomes that did not.
You have to go a little further. The gnomes are at the end of the races.
Of course, they saved the smallest for last.
Sizes.
Oh, that would be tiefling.
Ah.
Should be alphabetical, which means they should be.
It is not
right there.
alphabetical though.
So they saved the horniest for the last.
But
And I'm not way at the end.
well, you know, when you get a piece of chance to chase a infernal
Yep.
piece of tail,
Dark vision.
awesome. So you all have perfect night vision.
Mm.
But it is getting cold, and you
And
know
we're
you should
tired.
probably
Make camp.
give the
Well,
orc a rest.
As I say, we must give them time to rest.
Yeah, right.
So thankfully, traditionally, you know of a nice place to camp out. It's a
Ooh.
nice, pretty rock outcropping.
Okay.
It's got an old, burnt out. Well, probably some kind of place of worship. You don't know for sure. On the little peak here, yes. Would someone grab the potion?
Yes.
The potion.
Yes. Whose is this?
That would be
Jean's.
mine. That's my Star Wars dice. This is the amazing dice that Star Wars players use.
Nice. Nice.
So you have this beautiful, top safe place to camp out at. It has this nice little ramp that you can take, you know, the little way up here, and you can be nice and secure out of the winds.
That's lovely. We like being out of the winds.
It's okay if it's not completely.
The howling winds.
Oh, howling, you say?
Well,
howling.
I mean, usually wind howls in this sort of thing.
I will use this one temporarily.
I was going to wonder if you're going to let
It is
Jocelyn
coming
use your
up. It's
bard.
springtime,
Oh,
so
cool.
it's
I did
pretty
not
warmed up
realize
again.
You
So
did
it
not
should
bring
be
your
howling winds.
Yes. Well, something is howling.
Is it the wind?
Well, it may not be just the wind.
Oh.
So
Dun, dun,
conveniently,
dun.
we have this little campfire.
Ooh, very convenient.
Isn't that convenient?
Super
So
convenient.
I was gonna bring your T-Scout campfire, but
This would be awfully large.
it would be too large.
Mm.
So you all are gathering around the
I
campfire.
will use this monk character temporarily.
Is that me on the red ship there?
Yeah.
That's you on the red ship. This will be your cleric,
Okay.
Sol.
well.
I don't have any tiny gnome-sized ones.
That's okay.
We'll just imagine it's really small.
Yeah.
He is so small you cannot
He's-
see him with the unaided eye.
That's, well, I mean, gnomes are very short.
They're very teeny.
What color is your gnome hair?
Depends on the day and my mood.
Alright.
There's only one person who's seen it
Oh, he's
gotten
got
orange
moon
before.
hair. Nice.
Mood hair.
Hey, you know, when illusions are your thing, here you go. Here's a small-sized one.
It's a goblin.
He's just wearing a goblin ensemble
We have one
today.
for.
We have
Is
one
this
for
one
the
of
orc.
mine? Is this the bard? Let us see.
Roar. I'm very excited.
Would you like help?
Come on,
Does
Kelly,
some
you
other
can do it. You can do it.
You can do it.
No, it is the cleric.
Oh,
It's a
Sister
tiefling.
Solus.
Solace, not solace.
So do we have everyone?
No,
No.
we need one for.
No, I'm not on the board.
Open this.
Is there a lady over there?
Let me find a character for her.
Oh, it's very
She will be
exciting.
hunting you down. A very elegant, ladylike character,
Thank you.
fitting of a bard.
Excellent.
Well,
So-
this is a half hour.
So while you are setting up camp,
Yes.
Aha, here we go.
she has found something in the French.
Okay, this is actually me. That is more accurate.
It's very important.
Apparently.
Whee!
Why don't you just go with this one? It's a girl and she's blue and she's got wafting hair.
I'll take. Oh, this is very good. I've had good experience with this particular miniature
Oh, yes.
in the past.
Yes.
I've played many characters using this particular miniature. All right.
And they've all kicked ass
That's true.
and taken many names.
Many names.
So So much ass kicking.
All of it.
Yes.
All the ass.
And
all
as
the ass.
I have 2 daggers, and I am the juggles the daggers.
It's good. You entertain us with your juggling.
So what is your guys' usual preparation when you keep camp for the night? You've all hung out before. This is like old hat for you guys.
Right. Well, I mean, obviously we have to have a lookout, at least one. And somebody's got to be in charge of the rashers and the dinner and the campfire preparation. And we are not going to put up the big top, clearly, because it's too much of an effort.
No, not
So we'll sleep on the ground.
We should take turns with the watch.
Right.
And perhaps as they are setting up the campfire, a few of us will go hunting for small game.
Right. Yeah, no, that wouldn't...
To augment our supplies.
That would not be me hunting for anything. But
I have a short bow. I can go hunting.
I could, look viciously at some wood and put it into a fire shape and endeavour to make a campfire.
You would charm the fire and delight it.
I will talk that fire into catching on fire. That's what I will do.
But as this is our first night, we are probably well stocked.
Yes.
Right.
So who are you taking hunting with you?
Do we have any?
Should I be on watch or should I go hunting?
You should rest. You've been pulling the wagon. Unless you want to go hunting to work on your upper arms.
No, I'll bench press somebody tonight before we go to bed.
Oh, and then
I would take one of our NPCs with us.
You only have 3 NPCs at the moment.
Blaine,
who are
Blaine
they?
can join you on hunting.
Well, I was going to
As in
ask you
Blake-
guys who are
Blake
your
will
NPCs.
join me. The half-orc cleric will join me.
All right.
So who are your 3 NPCs?
That's a grand question.
The interns that we have with us.
We haven't thought about our NPCs. We're going to have to give that a little bit of thought, aren't we? I mean, they're going to have roles.
Marcel, he is a mime.
Marcel the mime. We need clearly someone who's good with animals. Or do we not have our animal handler yet? Because we
I've
have.
got a +2 animal handling.
We just have the cart and no
No
animals. So.
But when the time comes, I've got a +2 for animal handling.
That's good. Yeah, so you're already doing the trapeze. No, not the trapeze.
High wire.
The high
and
wire.
Juggling.
Do you have a partner in high wire?
No.
No.
She used to.
Oh, right.
So go ahead and give me a quick survival roll to see how good of a job you'd go out and do hunting.
Oh, fuck.
Well, this is why Blaine decided to go. He's actually not familiar with land.
Okay. Well, just, perhaps I should not be doing the hunting in future because I have a -1.
Well, do you want to let Blaine lead the hunt then?
Yes,
Yes,
Blade
lead the hunt.
leads. You help.
Blaine will get a...
They did well.
Two
Which way
Blaine.
is that
Two
supposed to be
Blaine.
facing?
That way, I think I don't know. What?
The 6 has an underline, so
Yeah.
it's a 9.
9.
So 11.
11. That's good. We might have some pigeon for dinner.
So you find some early season game, some last of the rabbits that are out there, and
Squab.
you see a lot of trail action going on out there because it is that time of season where everything's waking up and getting hungry.
And mating.
At some point, you hope there's no cave bears popping up anywhere.
Oh yeah, no, it's worse. Cave bears.
So our great.
Oh yes, one of the NPCs must be named Albert. So I can call him
Albert.
Albert.
You're Marcel and
Albert.
And Albert.
We have Marcel the man. We have Albert. The
He can be concessions.
concession.
Or like bear your banner here.
He's our
He's our vendor.
our vendor.
The merch dealer.
He deals the swag.
Get your souvenir mug and t-shirt, tunic.
Right, your souvenir tea tunic. We're very forward thinking in terms of a circus in the Middle Ages. Perhaps he does make our nosh that we sell.
He's our Susie Cake.
Right, he's the popcorn wrangler or whatever they sell in the Middle Ages. Pretzels. Apples that have been roasted and covered.
Badger's noses.
Badger's noses, which sounds terrible. But I mean, Albert says they sell treats.
From Brian.
So Albert's concessions.
Okay, concessions.
Albert Dibbler.
Albert Dibbler. Cut my own throat.
So who's going to be on first watch?
Sausage on a stick.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
know.
Happy to take first watch. I have
take
no
first
problem
watch?
with it.
That's true. You have no problem at first watch.
Right. I'll take.
Very well.
What you guys?
I can take one of the watches.
Right. We should let our strong.
I'll take the
woman-
watch. Is it a pocket watch? No.
Ah,
I feel like we should let our strong woman rest a bit because she's been pulling the cart all day.
She should take less watch.
Right. I'll take like second or third, whatever.
Here's your big old cart.
No, there's a big old cart.
So that way she can easily pull it back on the ramp and take it down.
That's
Me
good.
too.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
That is. All right.
So who would like second watch?
I'll take second watch.
I'll take
Okay.
third.
The important thing is second watch. Give me a perception roll.
So
I'm assuming you're actively watching.
yes, but as a side note, I'm going to be using ghost sound to make it sound like there's a predator somewhere behind one of these walls.
So,
sneaky that the way.
Yeah.
so in other words, the rest of the group is not getting good sleep because there's this sound.
It's not super loud.
We know about it. We know about it.
Well,
Do you?
We've been
Yeah, I'll
okay.
warned.
So you
Yeah.
do tell them that you're making the funny noises. You're practicing your
Yes,
ventriloquism.
don't worry about the funny noises. I'll make it rhythmic, but
Not that particular funny noise, though. If you hear a different funny noise, you should definitely be.
hey, what I do in my bunk is private.
Oh, I mean,
And
right?
All you know is there's an illusionary box over the gnome, and when there's a box, you don't go in the box.
That's on you. It's not. I have nothing to do with that. That's not my bailiwick or whatever.
Okay, so perception?
Yeah.
Is this active or passive?
It's active because it was passive. I just kicked the static number. It's going to take time getting used to the d20s.
Right. No, they feel a bit different, don't they?
Yes.
11.
11.
Sitting there, keeping the sound going.
Okay, so you're busy, twitching your nose, making sounds, keeping out. You do hear the sounds of the wind and nature, and occasionally.
Sound of nature.
Alright, who brought the pterodactyl?
It swoops and poops on the road.
Oh my God, Lord!
As just the things are happening in the night.
In the night, and his bunk, and other places.
I'll be in my bunk.
Oh my goodness! Hello, Kate. Hello.
I rolled good.
How's my cake?
Well.
I rolled good.
Oh,
By
my
the way, for
goodness.
those at home, here's the D20. Actually, looks at the camera, can't focus
Monsieur
very well.
Gâteau, you join
And-
us.
Oh,
okay.
he's helping.
Kate,
Oh my
as
God,
a
it's
giant
so
saber-toothed
much
cat
fun.
comes across.
And we are done from the cat.
Give me the cake. Here, come here, darling.
Cake or death? Cake or death?
I'll take the cake, please.
Go ahead and give me another perception a
Too
little
bad
bit
we're all
later.
out of cake. All we've got is death.
11.
11?
I don't
You're
want the
consistent.
death.
Yep.
Hello.
Even better.
Cake is also like not loving this at the moment.
So all of a sudden, well, you're on watch, and you're hearing, you're making the predatory. What is it, like a fox?
More like a wolf chowing down on something.
Okay. All of a sudden, you hear this, and then all of a sudden, the sound like quadruples in resonance and spreads out over an area.
Well, the wolf howls.
Okay.
Loudly.
Ow!
To wake everybody up.
Oh, all right.
And then as soon as your illusionary sound of the howl happens, it's immediately carried on about 4 or 5 more times.
Crikey.
That's fine.
Oh,
I mean,
Mon
I
Dieu!
don't speak wolf yet, so who
Oh.
knows? Maybe they're coming here.
Right. I definitely don't speak wolf. I, however, have a rapier.
You speak rapier.
I speak rapier.
I speak Truisms fluently.
I speak that too. It's good. Yeah.
So which one of these walls were you making the illusionary sound at? Because that was definitely getting their attention.
Yeah. Right here.
Right there? So inside the walls?
Yes.
That's your little illusionary sound.
All right.
Nice.
It's very
Especially since it's got the reverb of the
right.
wall there.
Mm-hmm.
So you're Howl, and I'm assuming you're rousing the group.
Yes.
And I'm assuming everyone slept with their armor on, weapons
I
nearby, because
mean-
you're out in the open.
All I've got is light armor anyway, so why bother taking it off, really?
Usually you get paid for that.
I mean, I do. About like 10 gold an hour. It's a big deal. You know, I don't do it often. And then there's a light show and everything.
So, Evie, remember I
I'm
showed you...
wearing my armor and I have my pretty pink handbag.
Well, remember, you're a
My
barbarian.
flail.
You're a barbarian. You don't have armor. Your armor is your pink tutu.
Your pink.
Yes, and my flail, which is my pretty pink lacy handbag.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot forget that lacy pink flail. Ever.
So everybody go ahead and roll initiative. Evie, it's going to be the D20 plus that number in the middle of your character sheet.
Right, which is your dexterity modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Nice. I got a 21.
Oh, I said did I?
Oh, that's
I got a
fantastic.
21.
Sacre bleu.
Not
I,
you.
I roll my 20-sided die,
Right.
Uh-huh.
add my initiative to it.
Yep.
Yes.
I got 15.
Excellent.
Awesome.
I'm at 14.
That's all right. You come in
What's
from
your dex-
behind and you set things on fire.
Why? What is your dexterity?
A +2.
So then I go first because
All
I
right.
have higher dexterity.
That's good because
Oh,
Oh,
that's
you
plus-
added
really
dexterity
good.
to it?
Plus
Well,
trois.
that would already be on your character sheet.
But do I add that to it?
No, it would already be on the initiative in the middle.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, got it.
You'll notice your bonus is that number exactly.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so as our two half elves, it must be that whole elven blood not needing to
right.
sleep
We've
much.
got a bond.
Yes, we don't
you
actually
know.
need to sleep.
Right.
So your gnomish friend has issued a warning to you. You hear a cacophony of howling.
Oh, that does not sound good.
So you're jumping up to your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're preparing yourself. You hear howling coming from this side of the wall and right here.
Right.
Well, I know exact one.
You know that's illusionary.
I'm going to
That's
and peek
that's
over.
me. What
Oh,
you're moving
sorry.
me?
I'm gonna peek
Oh.
over around the wall.
You're gonna step over the gnome.
Yes, they can share spaces with me.
Okay.
They're small.
You look and you see 3 hungry wolves. They're coming as a group.
Oh.
They look pretty skinny. It's been a long, hard winter. You probably took the last of their rabbits.
I do not feel sorry for them. Sorry, no.
Do you do anything else?
I'm going to take a shot at them with my short bow.
Oh,
Oh,
go for it.
All right, it's on like Donkey Kong now. All right.
Well, I mean, they are wolves.
Yeah, they're
Let's
wild
They-
animals.
They will very much like to feast upon our bones.
This
That's
is
probably
not
true.
the modern world where wolves run from people. This is,
Uh-huh. I got a 22.
that was.
And it is 4 points of damage.
Okay, you go shooting your arrow out, and it
And then I step back. To complete
so
my
you
movement.
flung your arrow, and you hear yipe as it hits the wolf, but the wolf's still on its feet.
Very well. I did not expect 4 points to kill it.
Okay. God bless you.
But neither does it know where it came from.
It does not know where it came from.
That's very good, isn't it? All right.
So Ray, it is your
And
turn.
I tell them
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Like-
forgot Blaine.
because they can
Oh
see.
yes.
That's okay. Blaine is going up too.
All right.
You know, it's
then.
good to have the cleric go at last.
I feel that's pretty good, solid.
That's a good safe
So
place.
I'm gonna go. She's got that corner, right?
Mhm.
And I'm going to right. I'm gonna go check that corner, right? Just in case it's coming round there.
And I told them 3 because we can all see.
3. All right, that's good.
These are dark.
It's very handy that. And let's see here. I've got this thing called prestidigitation, and it's a bit new to me. Just a new young bard with a mission, mind you. I know.
Bard is social justice warrior.
I mean, I met this drow, and she really helped wake up my, way of viewing the world. All right, here we go.
Up your social conscience, didn't you?
Yeah, she did. Ooh, all right. I'm going to make a smell happen
Smell.
with prestidigitation, like very strong smell of fresh meat.
Oh.
I'm going to do that. Let's see, my range is 10 feet, so
5, 10, so like here-ish on the cart? Or-
no, like not on the here maybe.
Okay, next to the wheels.
Right, so I can see it, but I'm hidden by the cart a bit, and so they're sort of drawn this way, so someone could come in behind and shoot them from behind.
That's a good plan.
I don't have to roll.
You don't
for
have
that.
to roll. It's prestidigitation. You're making meat smell.
Meat smells happens.
You're making the wheel have the meat sweats.
Right, that's what happens. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Right, because I'm tricksy.
Yeah, that's actually pretty tricksy. And on their turn, they are going directly towards that meat smell.
Mm.
They are starving. They would have eaten us. They would have gnawed on our bones.
Right, I think
And-
they're going to gnaw a wheel.
And they're starting to exactly that. They're chewing at the wagons.
Right, I mean, that's not ideal, but it's better than us.
I mean, at one point you get this horrific sound of they bite the tent and pull some of it through the rails.
Right.
Oh, I don't want to have to
Now
sew
the
that up
Meister will
again.
have to stitch
But of
it.
course, this wolf is looking right at you. But it's the wounded one, and he's more interested in food than you.
That's good.
Yes. And they're going to
Good.
start sniffing him if they don't get
Oh,
something to
right,
eat.
no.
The arcane deck real quick.
Yes, you may. There are also some things in this.
So it is our barbarian's turn.
Just in
My
case.
turn.
Your
Find
turn.
some in here.
You're right.
I'm going to use my javelin, but first I'm going to run up
Well,
the other way around the wall there,
so this is the wall.
right?
Okay, so your speed is 30?
Yeah.
So you can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So to here?
Yeah, I think to right there, I think the javelin.
Oh yeah, javelin. You're within javelin range.
All right, go to there, and then I'm going to use my javelin, which it says I use 1d6 plus 3.
Mm-hmm. So first you would roll a d20.
To hit.
D20, I got a 10.
And it's plus what? Should be a little plus. I believe it's 5, but I'm going to make you look it up.
It's a plus 5.
Yep, 15. That will hit.
Okay. And then,
And I'm assuming you're aiming for the first one you can see, right?
yeah,
Okay.
and I do a 6 plus 3.
Yep.
So I got 6 plus 3, so 9.
Wow.
Oh, good. Yay!
So the wolf lets out this horrible sound as it's chewing at the wagon, and you just javelin it from behind. It's not dead, but it's got a horrible wound, and it's rethinking its life choices right now.
Right, that wagon wheel's just not that tasty.
It's not worth the bloodletting they're doing. Now, if you'd like, you can still step back because you have 5 feet of movement left, or you can just stay there.
Step me back 5 feet,
Okay.
just to put me little bit further away from him.
Just so you feel like you have some cover there. Okay. So then it is going to be our gnome's turn. You have initiated some craziness here.
I am going to cast Silent Image. And since I'm not going to be using D2s, this will be a dire wolf that is just getting up on its feet.
Ooh.
And I'm going to increase and deepen the sound to a threatening, get the hell out of my territory.
Lots of tea.
I can make a performance check if you want.
You know, give me a performance check. It's not so much for the wolves, but the person that it's popping up behind. A giant dire wolf is getting up off the ground.
13.
13? So we will take a quick pause.
I have a question.
What's your question?
How high is this dilapidated wall?
Oh, it's like 8 foot tall. It's
Easily
Wall.
climbable?
I'm going to make sure to cast shadows with the wolf.
You probably don't want to try climbing it. I mean, it's not easy to climb. It's going to be like a 15 or higher to climb, and it's going to eat it pretty much.
Okay.
What, you thinking about... I mean, you could jump up there if
I
you're
was
thinking
going
about
to
shooting
try and
down.
get up there and shoot down.
You could try. Okay, so it is the cleric's turn. Is he going to prepare?
Let's see.
Jocelyn?
Yeah.
Could I bother you for Betty?
What would you like?
Diet and the Parrot Bay.
Diet and Parrot Bay. Would you like some ice?
Yes, please.
Alright, that can be arranged.
So where is the cleric standing right now? Or
The cleric
sleeping?
is right here.
Formerly sleeping?
The orc.
Yes. Alright.
Might as well use the orc mini for the orc.
Well, there's a ton of wolves around here, and I'm
Uh-huh.
presuming since that one is not eating me right now, that is not against us. Looking up at this one.
Uh-huh.
Who's going to stand up. Let's see. No idea where anything is, but people seem to be scattering this way.
Mm-hmm.
She put this on my plate. Thanks.
Of course. And
Hello. You're very good person.
it didn't have any sauce, but
Oh, well, still.
it's going to go 5, 10. He sees our lovely weightlifter. 15. And he is...
There is guidance, if nothing else.
Yes. So guidance is a... What's that do
It's a
again?
cantrip. 1d4 to the next d20 roll. You have 1d4, and you can choose to use it for a d20 roll to add 1d4 to it.
And it can be cast on somebody else, right?
Yeah.
So cast it on our weightlifter.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
She
only,
seems to have
the-
a situation in sight.
the only snafu with it is its concentration, so you can only do it on one person at a time.
That's fine.
But still, it's good to help your teammates out with a plus d4 to any check.
Yeah.
Nice.
That can save a miss. Okay, so the cleric goes and casts a quick prayer on the barbarian, by the way.
Little prayer for you.
Violet, you have guidance cast on you. You feel the god of knowledge is wanting to guide your hand. So if you would like to choose on a d20 roll, you can add a d4 to that roll if you for up to a minute.
Right now?
Well, on your next turn. He
All right.
basically just came and blessed you. So
I'll take it.
back to the top of the order.
Mm.
You guys clearly hear some scuffling coming up this direction. Of more hungry wolves responding to the dinner bell. And it is the rogue's turn.
More than what we have.
Yes, more than what you have.
Ha ha ha.
Because they're yipping and chasing each other up the hill.
All
As
right.
my personality trait is that I am a born gambler who cannot resist taking a risk for potential gain. I am going to climb the wall so I can gain the advantage of height over these foul creatures.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Okay.
As she's stepping over the gnome again.
19 plus 4 would be 23!
Okay, so you're scurrying to the edge.
Yes, I'm up
Okay, you've climbed up, you've grabbed your bow off your shoulder since you're now in position. You're ready for your
Yes.
next turn to
Yes.
start sniping.
But I do believe I am supposed to be giving something.
Inspiration.
Inspiration.
Nice. That's good.
C'est bon.
As you clearly see that there's more motion coming this way. But...
And I'm going to whisper, incoming. They are not alone.
And it is now raised.
Oh, that's good. Oh, it's yeah, no. All right. So I'm going to cast vicious mockery at one of the wolves. The one
This
that's
one's got the arrow in it. This one's got the
Right.
javelin in it.
I'm gonna attack it at the one that's close.
Okay, the one that's looking at you.
Yeah, the one that's looking at me. In a cheeky fashion.
How dare it?
Right, you, sir, are no gentleman. You are the most mangy wolf I have ever seen, and I'm fairly certain that you fail at the art of subtle stalking. You are not a good wolf hunter, is what I'm saying.
And you are a son
That
of a
would be a
bitch.
charisma
And
save.
It's
what
a
is-
wisdom saving throw.
Mhm.
Wisdom saving throw, or take 1d4 psychic damage and have a disadvantage.
No, it's charisma for the attack, wisdom for the save. So what is your DC?
My DC is
It's not like wolves are good at wisdom.
my spell save is a 13. That's my DC.
Okay, go ahead and roll D4 damage.
All right. Right. Yeah. All right.
And the wolf is a disadvantage to the end of its next turn.
That's what I was thinking. So I'm going to roll my polyhero dice dagger of smiting for a big 4.
Hey, it wants to be the moneymaker.
Right.
On
boom.
top of the 4 points that I did,
Right.
it's a total of 8 points.
And immediately when you use your vicious mockery, the wolf is kind of looking at you, licking its lips, hungry, and immediately goes to the tail between the legs, hittle spraying out, and it's got this the cowardly crouch immediately.
Listen, I know you're not part of the aristocracy, but you're trying to eat us, and it's just not very egalitarian, all right? Just not very comfortable with that.
Just from the body language, you have the impression that it's going to be running away in the opposite direction.
That's solid. Yeah, no, it's at disadvantage. No.
If it was to go any action.
Right,
Yeah.
that feels like that was a good, life choice.
Mhm.
That was a scathing put
that
down.
was.
It
Yes.
was, yeah, that was me insulting the wolves.
So the
My
wolf.
girl.
The wolf is actually going to try to immediately jump down.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's going to be a disadvantage for this climbing.
That's right, it is. Is the wolf going to trip?
2.
And
Yes,
you just...
it tripped.
The wolf starts to do this. It stops to cautiously do the whole dog downhill thing, and then just disappears from your view, and you hear some really not nice sounds on rocks
I think
below.
it died.
I feel a bit bad because normally, animals
It's one
do
thing to
what
put the
animals
animal down
do,
clean.
but but it was going to eat me, so...
It's one thing to put the
I don't feel
animal
very
down
bad at all.
cleanly.
And
It's
this-
another to suffer
This one
sacrifice.
is going to try to eat you.
Oh, no.
What does it do on
that's
spotting the
gross.
direwolf growling at it?
Right.
But actually, I was going to ask Ray about that. By the way, there's a giant direwolf behind you.
What? I mean, do I know it's not real?
I don't know.
It's kind of-
Perception? Would that be a pass?
You give me what's your passive perception?
Right, my wisdom is, 9.
Oh, you think it's real?
You were startled when it appeared into being, which
Right, so there's a dire wolf behind me and a real wolf in front of me.
You did hear me cast a spell, even if I was on the other side of the fire.
You do all kinds
the
of
thing.
things, though.
Direwolf can be very disconcerting.
Really, I was not expecting that.
Oh, shnikey!
Oh,
He just rolled
no.
a natural 20.
Right, so you hit me.
yeah.
Right.
Wow.
So,
Thank goodness you
I'm
don't
the
get wounds.
off healer, so that's good. Because the healer is
He
still
has the backup
alive.
fee.
Right.
So, by the way, Evie, when you roll a natural 20, that's a crit.
Right.
And you get to roll an extra dice for your damage.
Right.
In this case, it's the wolf that's rolling the extra dice against Jocelyn, which is bad.
Very bad.
Bad thing.
Oh.
But then, I was only seeing the one.
No.
Right.
So the wolf comes up
Yeah, he does.
and 11 points of damage.
Ooh.
Who knew the
How
first
many
wolf
points?
to
What's
bite?
it? I don't have any hit points.
Hold on, let me see.
I don't have any hit points.
She's
You're
dead.
dead.
She should have
She's
10.
not dead. She's
No,
down to
she's
0.
she should be a 1d8.
So you have 8 plus your constitution.
Which is
Why don't you give it back?
plus 1.
So 9. So you're at 0.
So you're at 0.
You're at 0. So the
That's
wolf
good.
comes up,
So
and immediately you all hear this horrible snarling sound. Apparently it must have been its mate that you ran off and made... And it just kind of does the wolf flyby as it just rips your jugular wide open.
Before I go down, I yell, "Vive la revolution!" Right,
And it's going to continue its motion
know
to go here.
that I encourage the healer to spare the dying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
right, no, that's that. So I'm down currently
Okay.
at 0 hit
At
points.
0.
The first to take it in the shorts, as it were. All right.
And this one that took that javelin to the back is
Oh.
leaving, but not in a dangerous way.
No, he's just
Double movement going down off the hill.
sauntering.
So he's dashing.
So yes, he's doing his dash to run away and retreat.
But there's a maddened wolf who just killed me, alright? You need to kill it.
As 2 more come rushing up to take the place.
Oh, the bastards! Come on.
Right. Good.
This unending wolves
It's
coming
not.
at us.
It's 5 wolves. This isn't unending.
They're not
Yeah.
zombies.
They're not coming back from the dead, at least.
Yeah, zombies always come in hordes. There is never ending zombies. These are just
Right.
wolves.
Right, I know, they're just cheeky, big bone pixie wolves.
Damn, big
What?
bone pixie wolves.
They are overgrown corgis. Yes, the pixies ride them into battle.
God.
So Melvin,
Hmm?
it is our gnome's turn.
Right. What about the healer?
He goes
He
last.
goes last.
Oh, right.
He has the lowest of the.
Got you, alright.
Initiative
Yeah,
order.
no.
Which is why this wolf, after it bit you, it's like, what?
Right,
It
dire
immediately took defensive posture
He's
here. It's thinking,
being himself.
So I'm gonna take my action to make the wolf do a step forward, cranking this to 11 and barking.
okay, go ahead and give me an intimidation, but I'll let you use your performance, which is probably better than your intimidation.
Probably true, given our particular skill set.
16.
Immediately, you get the tail between the legs. Oh my fucking god, it's going to eat me.
Right, that's right, it is.
As
It's
it's looking at the dire wolf and its eyes are huge, whites of the eyes showing, as you just see blood drip off its muzzle.
Mm-hmm.
Sizzling as it hits the ground.
No, that would imply that the heifer's blood is acidic.
all
that
this
is-
is real cold and my blood's real warm.
She's hot-blooded.
Hot-blooded.
And you're getting
Check it and see.
you're getting the impression this wolf is going to be Dee mowing away.
Oh,
Excellent.
right, yeah, no,
I
after
am
trying to kill me.
Going to stay the fuck where I am.
Probably a wise choice.
Especially since you just barely around the corner see her laying on the ground, pool of blood.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I'm going to nudge the half orc. Hey, over there.
Go over there. The barbarian's fine.
The big wolf is fake. Just
Bow
go.
down! Bow down!
Right.
Just walk between its legs. Don't walk through it.
So Evie,
Yes.
what is Violet going to do? There's 2 more coming. You have your
Coming.
flail.
I have my flail.
You even have the idea that if you park yourself right here, you could keep these 2 from getting up on the hill and hold the pass, so to speak.
Oh.
I think that is what I am going to do. I'm going to run up there with my handbag. And I'm going to biff the left one.
Well, there's only the one.
There's only
The other
room for one at a time.
The only one is out of reach.
Okay.
But that's good because you're keeping them from getting past you.
That's fine. I'm going to biff them.
Okay. Roll a biffing.
Yeah. So, a D20, right?
Yep, a D20.
I got 8 plus 5, so I have 13.
13.
Yes.
You're awful lucky because that just hits their armor class.
Woo!
Okay.
Now you know the magic
And I
number.
get a 1d8 plus 3 blunt weapon damage.
Yep.
Right? 2 plus 3, so 5.
Oh. You swing it and you kind of clip it in the side, and it gives you this angry look as you smack it.
Right.
This is what happens when they wake you up. Your damage rolls start low.
I know, rude. I have to be
Violette
careful
has
to
not
break
had
it
her
down.
coffee.
That's true. She needs some tea.
It's an
need some tea.
espresso.
Right, a cafe au lait.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you're good with where you're standing, right? Don't want to move because you want to keep
I
them
will
from
stand
coming
there
past you.
because I'm putting my body between my people and these wolves.
Okay.
Oh, is that one of
Hey.
your traits?
I'm a tank.
Yeah,
No, what's your
that's
personality
what
traits?
what Jocelyn is asking.
That's my bonds. I protect those who cannot protect themselves.
There we
So
go.
that means you get inspiration.
Inspiration.
Woo!
We'll put that right under here so you know you have it. How about
Oh
that?
my goodness! Now
So anytime you want, you can cash that in to roll 2d20 instead of
advantage.
1.
right,
To make it more likely to do what you want to do.
Because you get the higher of the two rolls.
and it lasts between sessions.
Yes, you can hoard it if you want to hoard it.
but you can only have one at a time.
So spend it and just act like your character and you get more. Some
Okay.
GMs are stingy with them, I'm not.
No, that's why we
Because I want
like
you to play your character.
We like you.
Yeah.
I want you to be your character. And that's a great place to wrap it up there.
Thank you for listening to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, a member of the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And remember, be careful out there. There be dragons about.
Here in the forest of Elandril, we elves defend the woods from beasts and men. I myself have helped drive off goblin raiders, slain a giant spider, and composed an elven symphony for the Blood Moon Harvest Festival, and that was before lunch. So when I'm not sliding down the trunk of a barbarian elephant beast after killing it and its occupants with only my dagger and a few arrows, I look forward to coming home to a Dungeon Crate. Dungeon Crate is a monthly subscription box service crafted specifically for RPG and tabletop gamers. Miniatures, dice, tokens, coins, maps, modules, terrain pieces, handmade items, RPG jewelry, and more are yours for only a few gold per month. You even get a digital crate along with a physical one as an added bonus. As an elf, I appreciate quality craftsmanship, and Dungeon Crate delivers, even if it's put together by humans.
Sir, sentries have discovered several dwarves and a wizard trespassing in our woods.
I was wondering what that smell was. DungeonCrate.com. Are you ready? Let the adventure begin.
Hey guys, Jim here from Creative Playing Podcast Network. Just want to let you know on our Facebook page, we'll be posting soon that we've got a Kickstarter that starts this week, the week of February 12th. Go ahead and go to facebook.com/Creative Playing Podcast Network. Jump on in the conversation. Let us know what it is you'd like to see as rewards. Let us know basically what you guys would like, because we want to make sure we're sharing and making you guys part of the show. So come on to our Facebook Live, join the conversation, and check out Kickstarter. It'll be for D&D Journey of the 5th Edition's 2018 season, but you know how that always bleeds over to all our podcasts, because it's all one big family network. So come on, check it out. Let us know what you're interested in, because, hey, you're part of the show too, because we make this so we can listen it, and you can listen too. All right, guys. Thank you for listening.